The way we show mercy and the way God shows mercy is not going to be the same.
Okay, what's the difference?
Yeah, I don't know how God shows mercy.
Oh, so you don't know the difference?
We don't know the functional. We know the
Pardon?
modality. We don't know the functional. We don't.
You're Muslim, right?
Hey, listen.
I am not talking to you. Go away.
You're talking about me, though.
Doesn't matter.
I want to be flattered.
Okay, come with me. I'll talk to you more.
This is grooming. If he's talking about me, I would want it to be documented on camera.
You don't know I was talking about
You just admitted to it. Would you want? I want to have an engaged discussion on why I believe that Muhammad is a fictitious character and how he's not a real prophet of God. Okay, so now you're just going to schizophrenically recite satanic revelation. Fantastic work, guys. The Islamic dawah had been put to a stay still because unfortunately a 17-year-old has a big mouth. It seems very pathetic, the state of Islam, because they've come here en masse to the West and made themselves weak. Unfortunately, individuals like you, I imagine you came here quite strong, quite good frame, but then you came into the West, you got fat, you got stupid, you fell into the further heresy of Islam. Hello, my friend, how you doing? I hear that you're a Muslim. You believe in Islam?
Yeah.
Okay, well, why did you do that? Why did you believe that, my friend?
Because of Tawheed.
Pardon?
Tawheed.
Well, that's a belief. That's not a proof.
Well, you asked me proof.
Pardon?
Yeah, I just feel like if a religion is going to claim to worship a God, I feel like the God has to be logical.
Okay.
I only see that in Islam.
Well, God has to be, yes, but it doesn't mean a logical God exists. I mean, you'd have to prove that. Like, I can think right now, a God in my head that's perfectly logical, perfectly one in your definition of that weird word. And for whatever reason, according to you, that would mean it exists, but it doesn't.
No. Well, you asked me why you believe in Islam. I told you why I believe in Islam.
No, okay, let me rephrase it. Why should I believe in Islam?
Why should you believe in Islam?
Yes.
Yeah, because I believe you should believe in Islam because Islam is going to be the most.
Pardon?
It's going to be the most coherent religion to believe in.
Why so?
Simple as that. Yeah, because the doctrines are going to be logical and coherent.
Not really. I mean, I can make a more simpler explained religion. I think Islam is pretty complex.
How?
Well, I think a religion that, by its own very merit of having to be true, claims some weird historical narrative of the previous prophets makes no sense. So you have this gaping hole of history of who the followers of Isa, Moses were. We don't know any of the surrounding figures or their stories in detail. You believe the previous revelations were corrupted. This religion is a lot of complex. No way. But yeah, your religion isn't simple. It's relatively difficult to understand.
I would say when it comes to, at least when it comes to Tawheed, which is my main point in Islam, I feel like it's going to be the most coherent in terms of other religions like Christianity and Hinduism and all that. I feel like Tawheed is going to be the most coherent.
Why?
Of God. Yeah, because God is going to be absolutely one. It's not going to have.
My God's absolutely one.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Yeah, I believe in one God. There you are.
I wouldn't say so.
Why is that then?
Yeah, because the Trinity is going to cause a three gods.
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
Okay, so here's the first thing, my friend.
Yeah.
If you want to do Islamic debating, please drop the sophistry terms like posit and actually learn what you're talking about. Then you can transition to using whatever philosophically sophist words you want to use. So what I mean is that you're using debate bro anime language without actually knowing what you're talking about.
Like what?
Well, for example, if a Muslim that uses that sort of language that I'm familiar with,
What language?
if I were to ask them why they believe in Islam to be true, they could give me an in-depth explanation of why that's the case. Now, I don't believe in three gods. I believe in one God and three persons. I'm picking out the plurality in the way that God is three, but in the strict oneness in terms of God being one, existing as one. Numerically one.
I'd say by virtue of classical counting method, it's going to necessarily.
Pardon?
So by virtue of the classical counting method, it's going to necessarily.
Okay, and what is that then?
Counting by identity.
And not well, I think you can count by identity and division, and you can still come to the conclusion of one God. There's no problem there.
How would you count by identity if you have three references that are no God and somehow that's still one?
I mean, that doesn't always have to be when we're counting by identity, right? So like I hold to relative identity, in which case I would believe that although there is one referent in God, So I believe in this way, counting by identity, you would reach one God. Now, of course, because it's indivisible, counting by division, you're just going to get to the conclusion of one. But typically, our way of counting, you're applying it to like real things, right? Things outside of God. So when we're talking about God, we can have this irregular form of counting. I have no problem with
That
that.
just seems like special pleading.
Huh?
That just seems like special pleading. You're saying that you're counting
No,
a
it's
different
not.
way. You're saying you're
Also,
counting a
special
different way.
pleading is just informal. It doesn't really
You're
matter.
counting a different way just because it's good. Like,
Yeah, sure. I mean, same thing within Islam. In the way that you predicate things of God, for example, if I say God is merciful, is that in the same way that I possess mercy?
saying no, it's actually a bit of mercy. Yeah, sure.
So it's in the same common understanding in the way that we possess it?
What's that one understanding?
Common understanding, the definition of the word.
That's definition of mercy.
Pardon?
Definition of mercy.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be.
Is it the same?
No, it's not gonna be the same.
Okay, so then special pleading.
No, how is that special pleading?
Because you're using the word,
No,
you're
but-
using the same word, and because it's God, you're using a definition.
Yeah, because the way we show mercy and the way God shows mercy is not gonna be the same.
Okay, what's the difference?
Yeah, I don't know how God shows mercy.
Oh, so you don't know the difference? That's
know
my
how-
point.
I don't know how
You're
good-
using your special pleading in that you're using a different definition and how you don't know it applies.
How am I gonna know how God shows mercy?
Okay, so then the word is just gibberish.
How?
Okay, if mercy, according to you, when you're speaking of God, means nothing, that then means that
means something.
you might as well be saying Allah. What does it mean then?
I don't know what it is.
Okay,
it don't mean something.
Allah has 99 names, mean blah blah blah.
Yeah, it means something.
Okay, what is
For
that?
instance, the attribute of creation means that He can create.
It's not.
How He creates. I have no idea how
it
he creates.
reduces down to like it meaning nothing because we don't know the meaning.
No, we don't. We do know the meaning. We
Okay,
don't know
what
how
does it mean when God is merciful?
Yeah, he can show mercy. We just don't know how.
Okay,
the
what does that
mercy
mean?
is. Yeah, we don't know how the mercy is.
Okay, if I
We
say
don't-
I'm
we don't
giving
know-
you something and it doesn't mean anything,
no.
or it means something and I don't know the definition, what does that mean?
We don't know the function. We know the
Pardon?
modality. We don't know the function. We don't.
You're Muslim, right?
Hey, listen, the head of the Muslim Ku Klux Klan, please depart from the scene immediately. Ah, come on, man. It's the head of the Muslim Ku Klux Klan. Unfortunately, the Grand Wizard. He hates Christians. Listen, the head
Do
of
not talk to him. Do
the
not
Grand
talk to him,
Wizard
yeah?
of
Do
the
not
Muslim
talk
Ku
to him,
Klux
yeah?
Klan.
Do not
It's
talk to
absolutely
him.
fine.
See, this is what
Yeah.
he does, yeah?
What?
Yeah, I am not talking to you. Go away.
You're talking about me though,
Doesn't matter.
okay? And I'm
Doesn't
listening.
matter.
I want to be flattered.
Okay, come with me. I'll talk to you more.
This is grooming. This is This is a Grand Wizard, a man who looks like he's in his 50s, taking over what looks to be a 15-year-old.
Please go away.
What? No.
Please go away.
No.
I do not wish to speak to you. So please
Is
go
that
away.
as a spell? Is it?
You're an idiot.
Are you casting a spell on me?
You are a complete idiot. Listen, leave me alone, or I'm going to get the
Listen,
police.
Grand Wizard
Leave
of the
me alone,
Grand Wizard
or
of the
I'll
Ku Klux
get the
Klan.
police.
Okay, for what?
Listen to me. Leave me alone. I do not wish to speak
Okay,
to you.
that's not how
right?
harassment works.
Huh?
You're grooming a child.
Excuse me, officer. Officer.
How pathetic. How pathetic. Hello.
Yeah, please.
Hello, officer.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What happened is that he disturbed a discussion in which he grabbed one of the people that I was discussing with without their consent. So I think that could be considered a form of assault. That is true. Did you have your consent to grab that boy?
Don't get the guy and
Okay.
ask him.
So
Get involved in this.
Okay.
I think it's just probably better if the two of you leave each other.
I mean that's fine. But if he's talking about me, I would want it to be documented on camera.
You don't know I was talking about
You
that.
just admitted
You
to
just,
it.
you just
You
assumed.
liar. You're like a child. You're like an actual child.
Bob, can I shake your hand? I watched a lot of your stuff on YouTube. You're brilliant. I'd say you're brilliant.
It's the Grand Wizard of the Muslim Ku Klux
You were
Klan.
having a nice chat with a fella.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Second, sorry.
He's only 17. What happened there, young boy?
I mean, I'm trying to be cautious because I'm on bail until the 30th, but
Just want to speak Cleveland. So what did he do?
he grabbed him. It's like, don't speak to him. He's a Christian. He does this.
Oh, he grabbed that guy out.
What happened there, young boy?
Oh yes. What had happened is I was trying to talk to the individual, and he said that either counting by division or identity, like reference, or whether something is inseparable, leads to the conclusion of more than one God. I think LPC is an overused argument.
Yeah.
Then Grand Wizard of the Muslim Ku Klux Klan,
Ah, the
grabbed
Muslim
him.
Jedi. The Muslim
It
Jedi.
looks, it looks a little bit like grooming a little bit.
Yeah, it did. What it was is a man who looked about my age. He grabbed and said, "Do not talk to him. Do not talk to him. Do not talk to him. Do not talk to him." And that is literally the definition of grooming.
That's grooming.
I think it's a narrowing of opinions because obviously he doesn't want him to talk to you, but
Yeah.
he's happy to feed him full of piss.
Yeah.
And I think that's I don't think that's a good idea.
Yes. Anyways, see you later.
Okay, thank you.